Mein Name ist Johannes Lukas, das hier ist Benjamin Kraftmann und die haben gerade einen brutalen Formcheck mit Wesley Withers gemacht. Ich habe Wesley, den zweifach frisch gebackenen Arnold Classic Champion, nach seiner Form gefragt. Das heißt, er sollte ihn bewerten und am Ende gab es noch ein richtig geiles Posing-Battle, Leute. Viel Spaß mit diesem Video. Wir haben hier die einmalige Chance, Wesley Withers, gerade im Ultra-Hype, Classics Physikathlet, gerade 2 times die Arnolds gewonnen. Ich habe mich so viel gefreut, weil endlich hard work pays off.
Yes,
this is
definitely.
it.
Yeah.
How many years did you compete to get to this?
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Er war in den Top 10 bei Mr. Olympia und jetzt hat er es endlich geschafft. Ich glaube, alle, die ihn kennen, people enjoy, people are happy. Now it's your chance.
Yes.
It changed completely everything. Es hat alles verändert, Leute. Auch der Olympia dieses Jahr oder dieses Jahr. Es wird alles, aber die Karten sind nochmal neu gemischt. Und now it's up to you. You can look at one of my athletes, Benny Kraft. Benny Strength. It's his German name.
Yeah.
And he's still natty. It's his second competition. Will be in 1 week, but we are peaking for 3 weeks.
Okay.
He's competing at a national.
And now it's 1 week out.
He's 1 week out, but I'm not really happy because it was a too short time.
Yeah.
He was dieting, and you know, if you're natty, you have to make a long diet.
Yeah, true.
Because you don't want to lose that muscle you still have. So
Yeah.
it's kind of tricky. I think he has the body potential. We have to work on his mindset. So now you don't know his mindset, but you see what is standing right in front of you.
Yeah. Well, how old is he?
He's 24 years old now. We will compete at the NPC. So there are competitions which have no doping controls.
Yeah, okay.
So this is kind of special for him.
Yeah.
So I think he has a great structure and line. I'm pretty excited what you will say about him. Do you tell him his poses he has to hit? Tell him his pose you want to see.
Yeah, so stay in the side chest because you can see the fullness in the chest is great. Now, of course, he's natural, so every big muscle is already a big accomplishment, literally.
Yeah.
The arms and the side chest are great, and the side tricep as well. I can see great size in comparison to the rest. Good striation in the shoulder as well, which is what they always want to see.
Yeah. Well, as you can, viel besser, Benny, Alter. Der Arsch kommt langsam.
Glute
I'm
conditioning
so happy.
is hard to achieve as a natural, especially with his size as well, because sometimes they hit it, but then they're very small, but he is also a big guy.
Oh, now look at the lat pose, man.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yes. Good V-taper. You see the lines in the triceps, which means great conditioning as well. Rear delts coming out and the front delts.
What do you say about his frame? The overall potential?
Wide shoulders, which means there is a lot of potential for muscle growth.
And now he's doing a classic physique pose. Is this your favorite pose? Okay, here's his favorite. Also in der gleichen Klasse quasi wie er, Classic Physik mit einem Gewichtslimit.
Very good arms. Good ability to put a vacuum, for sure.
You can also criticize him if you want. You gotta be honest, man. You gotta be honest. Holy shit. Und spann mal den Bauch an jetzt. Yes.
Yeah, you could use more conditioning on the quads.
Yes.
I think it has more to do with getting more rest, because of course today is...
Yes, of course. He did a competition yesterday in his strict curl.
Yeah,
He's
that
kind of
has something
crazy.
to do with it then.
And he was an overall champion.
I think he can use a bit more side delts when you're standing relaxed. You
Yeah.
want that, because he has wide shoulders, you also want to be capped off.
Yeah.
In this pose it's pretty good. And here I think in this pose you also want to pull a bit more of a vacuum to really make the waist as narrow as possible.
But I can see he's kind of flat today. He's really flat.
This is better, This is better. And
What do you think about the legs?
they're in balance with the upper body.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, I think more adductors would look great. Especially also on the back pose, which allows you to put your legs wider. Yes, because I do think the quad sweep is pretty good, which with his narrow waist gives a good X frame.
Yeah.
And but because this pose is so strong, you want to be able to stand a bit wider with your legs to create the X-frame like in the front lat spread and the front of a bicep. But then he needs to close the gap in between
because
the
there's
legs.
a gap.
Yeah.
We don't want to have this gap. I always tell him he has to stand closer with his feet.
Yeah, but you can stand wider when you get more muscle there, which would create a better X-frame.
Of course.
Yeah.
What do you think of his overall potential if maybe you would go on the dark side and compete as a real bodybuilder?
How long have you been training? 5 years
5 years.
Yeah.
But I can tell you honestly, he never did a real professional bulking phase. Like the same thing you do in a diet, you do in the bulk. You eat the same fucking meals, but just more of it.
Yeah.
He never did. So I tell you, well, I wanted to hear it from you, man.
Yeah, the potential is great automatically because you're young. You haven't trained for that long because when I was 20, I did my natural competition as well, but I was already training for 7 years.
Holy shit.
So yeah.
So listen to his story, man.
Yeah, that's how I started. And the only thing you have to do then is win the competition. But the potential is definitely there. Because when you do enter that dark side, everything you've already built will only go up exponentially. But then you do have to have discipline 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not worth it to do.
No.
Because you already look great naturally. So that's already a blessing to have. And a lot of people can't even achieve this with the dark side.
They will never look like this.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
So But
awesome.
overall, a great potential.
Now I want to see you standing next to him. You want to pose next to him? I would really like to see you standing next to him. Just so the people see the comparison between you and him.
Yeah.
He will look like a swimmer. He look like a swimmer, man. Leute, wenn das mal nicht gut lief bisher, und jetzt guckt euch mal den Unterschied an. Aber auch strukturell, alle Bodybuilding-Fans können sich jetzt mal hier das Ding nebeneinander schieben. Yeah, he will out-angle you, man. Holy shit, holy fucking shit. Yeah, post down.
Geil. Ist das geil oder was?
Ja, Mann, das macht richtig Laune. Aber er sagt schon, please stand in the line. Das ist einfach einmal doppelt, ne? Und wir müssen überlegen, how many kilos more do you weigh now in comparison to competition? 6, 7, 10, don't 10. Aber er wird im Aufbau nicht so schwer, das ist sein Vorteil, weil die Haut bleibt schön dünn. Er wird nicht so schwer im Aufbau und er hat sogar noch Platz. You already got 3 or 4 kilos left in your class. You got 3 or 4 kilos in your class already left. 2, 3, yeah. Also er kann noch Muskeln aufbauen, ohne dass er sein Limit sprengt, sein Gewichtslimit.
Holy shit.
Boah, geil, Alter. Junge. Brutal. Und jetzt, I want to see a back pose, man. Wenn wir hier mit Wesley sind, dann wollen wir auf jeden Fall noch mal eine Rückenpose sehen. Oh. Aber der Arsch kommt schon ganz gut, Benny, jetzt.
Ist das geil? Was für eine Ehre auch.
Ja, Ehre, Mann. Ja, Benny ist auch das Leuchten in Bennys Augen. Man sieht es wirklich. Brutal, man, brutal.
Mach mal. Was mal?
Beine anspannen, Junge. Was ist denn los mit dir? Druck auf die Beine. Well. Amazing.
Well, on stage you don't want to do it too much because you will get marked down by the judge.
Okay. But here the whole crowd, I must compete.
He's so excited, man. Thank you so much. I think he's so excited. It was an honor for us, especially for him, standing right next to you.
Of course.
Do you think he has chances to win a not tested competition?
Yeah, you never know who's going to show up. There's always a chance. The thing you got to do is come in super sharp. That's your weapon. Because a lot of guys, they can be bigger, but they usually are not as sharp, especially at the amateur level. So that's really your ace card to use, especially in those 3 weeks that you still have for that competition.
Yeah, of course.
You really got to be as dry as possible. That's.
Also da müsste 2% down, 2% less body fat.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
If you can.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he will compete in 2 classes, the men's physique and the classic physiques.
Okay.
So we can try, because I found his legs a little bit too skinny.
Yeah.
The harder they get, the better they look,
Yeah.
because of the
yeah.
striations.
I had the same thing, but once you get
If you
very
really work on your fucking quads, I saw
Yeah.
them and now you got it.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of, er hat auch nicht die Veranlagung. Also er braucht eigentlich, you need that more sweep on,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the quads, but if you don't have it, it's pretty hard to hit it.
True.
So you gotta bust your ass to get better and the best version of you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Right, no problem, man.
Team ESN übrigens, wohlgemerkt.
Yes.
Team
Yeah.
ESN.
Team ESN. Right.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
It was an honor.
Wesley.
An honor.
Of course.